You're listening to the Bruno Benning Claptrap Show, and we're going to take you back a long way, 38 years, because today what we're going to be doing is doing a mix of music from the very first, now that's what I call music, number one, volume number one, yep, brought out in November the 28th, 1983, 38 years ago, when I was just a young man of 29. We're going to kick the show off with Simple Minds and a little thing entitled Waterfront. Yeah, that's Simple Minds. Don't know if you remember Simple Minds back in 1983, but that was their number, Waterfront. You're listening to Bruno Benning and the Bruno Benning Claptrap Show. Now, do you remember The Cure? Well, I'm sure you do, if you're as old as I am. So The Cure brought out lots and lots of numbers, and this particular one I particularly like. So I selected it from Now That's What I Call Music, number 1, and it's a little thing entitled The Love Cats. Yeah, that's The Cure and their release Love Cats. Now the next one comes from Miss Tracy Ullman, and I remember buying sort of like the single record of this particular one, and a really beautiful picture of Tracy on the front. And I have to say, being sort of like a 29-year-old guy, I think I was in love with her. Absolutely. So this one from Tracy, and a little thing entitled They Don't Know.
You've been around for such a long time now, or maybe
Yes, the lovely sound of Miss Tracy Ullman there, and They Don't Know. Now, I'm Bruno Benning, and you're listening to the Bruno Benning Claptrap Show. Now, back in the 80s, when this particular album was released, that's what I Call Music #1, the very, very first album of Now That's What I Call Music. In 1983, the Bruno Benning Claptrap Show was still very much alive and kicking and out on the road, not doing radio at that time, but doing discos in and around sort of like the area, and thoroughly enjoying it, and we had great times out there on the road. Now the next one that we got from you from the same album has become over the years a complete classic. And it's from Peabo Bryson and Roberta Flack. Beautiful voices together, blended. A little thing entitled, Tonight I Celebrate My Love.
No one's gonna find us. We'll leave the world behind us. When I make love to you,
tonight I celebrate my love for you, and hope that deep inside you feel it too.
Tonight our spirits will be climbing to a sky lit up with diamonds. When I make love to you tonight, tonight I celebrate my love for you, and that midnight sun is gonna come shining through. Distance between us.
What I want most to do is to get close to you tonight. Tonight I celebrate my love for you, and soon this old world will seem brand new.
Tonight we will both discover our friends turn into lovers. When I make love to you tonight, I celebrate my love for you, and that midnight sun is gonna come shining through. Tonight there'll be no distance between us.
What I want most to do is to get close to you tonight. I celebrate my love for you tonight.
Absolutely beautiful. The blended voices together, Peabo Bryson and Roberta Flack, just really make that song. Tonight I Celebrate My Love. Now, this next guy, I don't know if you remember him. You probably would have seen him when this came out many, many years ago on Top of the Pops, but he was quite an incredible guy. Very tall, and he used to have his hair sort of like sometimes completely combed right up back, bit like I suppose like a paintbrush, but then on other times he would have it sort of like hanging down one side over his eye, and he'd stand there on his electronic organ and he'd make incredible music. Now this guy I'm talking about is Howard Jones, Mr. Howard Jones, and this particular song is called New Song.
Don't be fooled by what you hear.
That's the sound of Mr. Howard Jones and New Song. And I remember watching Howard on things like Top of the Pops and that. And I remember him standing there sort of like really tall in the middle of the stage with his electronic organ, with a guy either side with what looked like guitars but were actually sort of like electronic organs too. The sort of thing that at the time you could go and buy in Woolworths, and they looked really stupid, but they would play them next to Howard, and so they'd all make really crazy music together. You're listening to Bruno Benning and the Bruno Benning Claptrap Show, courtesy of Finch Radio, and we also broadcast, as you know, on Spreaker Radio. So if you can't get this particular play mix on YouTube, you will be able to get it on Spreaker Radio. So we'll be providing both links for you. So I hope you're enjoying it. All the music today comes from the album Now One, from Now That's What I Call Music, which came out on November the 28th in 1983, 38 years ago. Now, there was a lot of songs on that particular album, round about, I think, 36 or 40, so I've not been able to select every single one of them, but I've selected about 16 from that album, which I particularly like. And I hope you enjoy them, and perhaps another time when we do the show, we'll play the other 16 or 20 songs from it, who knows. The next one comes from an incredibly attractive, sexy lady, scantily clad normally whenever she appeared on stage and in film too, and she probably needs no introduction, but this is a little thing entitled Let's Stay Together, and it's from the beautiful Tina Turner.
Let me say the since, baby, since we've been together, ooh, loving you forever is all I need. Let me be the one you come running to. I'll never be untrue. Oh, baby, let's stay together. Loving you weather times are good or bad.
That's a beautiful voice of Miss Tina Turner. Incredible voice she had, and well, what can you say about Tina? Let's stay together. The next one comes from a group. I don't think they had that many hits, although they were quite popular at the time. So they probably had 1 or 2 albums, but they didn't seem to last that long. But a good group, fun group. And this one is entitled Big Apple, and it's from the group Kajagoogoo. That's the sound of Kajagoogoo and Big Apple. Big Apple, of course, that they're referring to is New York in America, and that was Big Apple. Now the next guy, incredibly attractive young man. Ladies used to go to his concerts and swoon her on the front. Incredible voice, beautiful voice, had many albums, of which all of them I particularly loved. Fantastic voice. And this particular song I really like because I think it just about sums me up at the moment, especially with moving around and not being able to settle at the moment. But little thing from Mr. Paul Young entitled Wherever I Lay My Hat. That's the sound of Mr. Paul Young and Wherever I Lay My Hat. Yes, I was on about the bit about moving around, not settling down, not the bit about playing around. But anyway, who knows? I may have broken a few hearts in my time, or happily married for 48 years, so I didn't actually move around that much. You're listening to Bruno Benning and the Bruno Benning Claptrap Show, courtesy of Finch Radio. And today we're doing sort of like all the music, well not all the music, but a lot of the music from Now That's What I Call Music, volume number 1, from 1983. We've got one for you now, and it's called Hey You, and it's by the Rocksteady Crew. Nice little bouncy number.
The music inspiration. Tell us when you feel it, 'cause we're gonna rock the nation.
Hey, you, the Rocksteady crew, show what you do. Make a break, make a move. Hey, you, the Rocksteady crew, B-boys breakers and let you boogaloo. Hey, you, the Rocksteady crew, show what you do. Make a break, make a move. Hey, you, the Rocksteady crew, B-boys breakers and let you boogaloo.
Yeah, that's Hey You from the Rocksteady crew. You're going to hate me playing that one. I know you are, because it's got like sort of like Pete Waterman hook in it, and that's going to be going round in your head now for days. Wherever you go, that's going to be going, hey, you, the Rocksteady crew, the Rocksteady crew. Yeah. So you're going to really hate me for that one. We've got another one for you. From the Bruno Benning Claptrap Show, and now that's what I call Music Volume Number 1. It's a favourite of mine. I really like this one, and it's from Men at Work, and a little thing entitled Down Under.
Traveling in a fried-out combi on a hippie trailhead full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, do you come from a land down under, where women go and men plunder? Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. He was 6'4" and full of muscle. I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. And he said, I come from a land down under, where Peter's slow and men chunder. Can't you hear the thunder? Take cover, yeah.
There's a little thing entitled Down Under from Men at Work. Wonder whatever happened to Men at Work. Really talented group, and really like that particular one. The next one that I've got for you is a really beautiful piece of music, and comes from a gentleman that's probably better known for Tubular Bells, but he did this one in 1983, and a beautiful singer. If my memory serves me, and I haven't got it in front of me because it's from the album, but I used to have the single of this, 7-inch single vinyl, the things you stick on the record decks. And if my memory serves me, the singer on it is a young lady called Julie Covington, and it's a little beautiful song entitled Moonlight Shadow. Yeah, it's the sound of Mike Oldfield and Judy Covington, I think. Really beautiful song. We used to get asked for that an awful lot at the discos to play that particular number, and I remember sort of like, obviously in sort of like when you turn the volume up on that one, the beautiful music of Mike Oldfield would really sort of bellow out across the room in sort of like high fidelity stereo. Yeah. Anyway, back to the present time, and we've got one for you now on the Bruno Benning Claptrap Show from the Now That's What I Call Music album number 1, going back right the way 38 years ago, believe it or not. Yeah, 38 years. That's a long time, isn't it? This comes from Men Without Hats, a little thing entitled The Safety Dance. Yeah, Men Without Hats. Not sure how many songs they released, Men Without Hats, but that's a nice little bouncy number. The Safety Dance, really like that one. Now another one which was really, really requested an awful lot for us to play at our discos was the next one from our very own Mr. Boy George when he was part of Culture Club, and well, one of the all-time greats, I guess. Little thing entitled Karma Chameleon. Yeah, it's a lovely sound of Boy George there, and Karma Chameleon with Culture Club. I remember looking at that particular official video which came out, and I think there was Culture Club, Boy George, standing on the stern of a riverboat going down the Mississippi doing that particular number. Really, really nice video. Lovely song. Now the next particular group is an incredible favourite of mine. Again, used to get a lot of requests for plays on at the disco because of their bouncy type of style. Now this is a little thing entitled Give It Up, and it's from, of course, KC and the Sunshine Band. KC and the Sunshine Band, and a little thing entitled Give It Up. You're listening to Bruno Benning and the Bruno Benning Claptrap Show, courtesy of Finch Radio, and we're doing now volume number 1 from 1983, 38 years ago. We got one from Duran Duran for you now. A really popular group at the time, went on for many years. So here's Duran Duran and Is There Something I Should Know?
Please dance when you walk through that door. Don't say you're easy on me, you're about as easy as a nuclear war. There's a dream that strings the road with broken glass for us to hold, and I cut so far before I had to say, please, please tell me now, is there something I should know? Is there something I should say that'll make you come my way? Do you feel the same? 'Cause you don't let it show. Please, please tell me now, is there something I should know? Is there something I should say that'll make you stand on your way? Please, please tell me now, can you see what's missing now? Can you see how much I know? Every taste is passing me down. Please, please tell me now, what it tastes is definitely show. Is there something I should know?
That's the sound of Duran Duran, and Is There Something I Should Know? And I've noticed something while I'm playing the music, and they must have been quite rebellious back in the 80s, and I say this because when I first started doing music, which goes back many years to about 1964, the radio stations at the time, and especially the Beeb, they wouldn't play any music whatsoever if the title of the song, or the length of the song I should say, ran over about 3 minutes. So it really restricted groups to have to try and get their songs between about 2.5 minutes and 2 3/4 minutes, or sort of like 3 minutes maximum. Now, I noticed that the songs on this particular album, many of them run over 4 minutes. So it just goes to show the rebellious nature of the groups in coming up during the 80s, was as much as basically saying, well, tough. If you don't listen to our music, then you're not going to be able to play it on the radio, because we're not going to adhere to your rules. So they didn't. And guess what happened? The likes of the radio stations, like the Beeb, had to just bow under the pressure and play them because of the audiences. So good on them. It's good that sort of like, you know, if you create music and you play music and it just happens to go over that length of time, instead of you having to edit it, the radio program has to listen to it. And that's, of course, what we do here on the Bruno Benning Claptrap Show. We've got one more for you today from the Now That's What I Call Music, volume number 1, from November the 28th, 1983. And this comes from a guy who was became very famous as a really credited drummer on the group Genesis. But on this particular year, he brought out this particular song on his own, under his own name, Phil Collins, and entitled You Can't Hurry Love. Now, we're going to play you out on this particular one. We will be back again, and we will be doing some more Now music. Now, whether or not this is going to be able to be streamed on YouTube, any of this, we don't know. It could well be that it comes under copyright and it's all struck out and we can't play it, but you will be able to get it through Spreaker Radio. So we will do the links eventually for you. So I hope you've enjoyed today's program here live from Finch Radio, and I'm Bruno Benning, and you've been listening to the Bruno Benning Claptrap Show, and we've been doing music from the 1980s. So without further ado, we'll play you out on this one. I'll say goodbye for now. Have a fantastic day, and here's Phil Collins and you can't hurry love.